welcome to 108 Gate. How's it going? How are you doing? We are here again for this reading, looking at the energies of this current reading, wants to come out, and seeing what questions come up, what can we sort through, what can we let go of, what can we attract, and what is to be known in this moment, in these few moments ahead. So welcome to new subscribers and welcome to you faithful ones, and really appreciate you being here, appreciate your support of the channel. Like I've said before, this is the second time I've done this after putting down the last channel, and I'm enjoying this process of fresh starts. So I do really genuinely, sincerely, wholeheartedly appreciate your support of the channel. So here we go. Word for today, this reading rather, is speak. And I don't know if you know the song, but the song that was coming in my head was Speak Easy by Shed 7. So speak easy, speak your truth, speak with grace, speak with humility, words of love, speak with your heart. Interesting, because that literally fell down, face down. So for speak with your heart, speak easy. Now that's literally why I'm digging this process, because the way things are syncing up is quite... doesn't matter how many times it happens. I think all of you have it happen a lot. Know that no matter how many times it happens, it still brings light into your heart. It still brings that little glow of like things syncing up and showing up like that. So words of love, speak with your heart, speak your truth. Okay, so now as we're going deeper into this energy, let's security, choose the safe harbour for now. Right, makes so much sense. Are you ready for this? Let's go. So, the energy that is presenting itself is that of, there are times when we have to say difficult things. And rather than say the difficult thing with love, we often choose to not say it at all, which defeats the whole point of sticking up for self, defeats the whole point of having that ability to speak up for self. So what's coming in is a suggestion to possibly allow self to hold back a little bit, but don't discount what needs to be said. Finding solutions to saying something with a bit more love, with a bit of compassion, with a bit of courage, with a bit of strength, but don't back off 100% completely. So words of love, speak from with your heart, speak. That part feels like it's coming in as sometimes if you speak too gently about a matter that requires a little bit of force, it's essentially as if it feels as though it's been unheard. It feels as though it's not taken seriously. It feels as though somebody may just be like, okay, whatever, and then just carry on and not actually hear what's being heard. So therefore, that doesn't work. But then the opposite doesn't work either. Because if you go in all gung-ho, bop, bop, guns blazing, whatever, word, metaphorical, you don't get the response you need either. You might not get the collaboration or the... that's a lot of energy going through, working together that you require. You may not get the softness back. So it's finding that harmony, finding that balance between speaking your truth, speaking up for what you need and what you want with love, but at the same time, understanding, go into that space of security, choose the safe harbour for now. understand that you're not speaking something meaninglessly. You're saying it because it may be something that's hurting you. It may be something that needs addressing. It may be something that needs attention. It may be something that's important to you, and only you are able to stick up for yourself. At this point, you may not have an advocate for this particular thing that may be coming up that you need to speak about. So finding that balance between being too soft or too abrupt and harsh, get in the middle, find the security spot, and allow that to present to you how to speak to someone in a assertive and confident manner, so that you're respected, you actually are heard, you feel heard, and you see a result, an outcome that actually is in your favour, for your benefit. How does it work out? How do you bring that about? Right, so judgment comes over this side. Don't go into it judging self. Don't go into it judging the situation, assuming an outcome. Let go of the outcome. Therefore, when you go in with love, your foundation is going to be a bit more solid. It's a bit more understood of what can be achieved, rather than going in with judgment and thinking it's not going to work anyway. Let go of that. How do you not know that if you approach it different, it may work out in a different way? It may actually work out in your favour beyond what you can imagine. Keep going, and what the masculine energy is, what practically can you do to allow this to be a bit stronger? Bring in the sunshine, actually be optimistic, see and feel it working out for you, see and feel you getting what you need from this. And you got 8, communication, fast, swift, to the point, and allowing you to understand what needs to be said so that you can say it in an effective, assertive, confident way. This is fantastic energy for sorting out how to communicate. Sometimes you've got the one end that's too aggressive, sometimes you've got the other side that's too passive, and often, I'm not saying it's always true, but just contemplate or question it. Sometimes when we're being quiet, we don't say what we need to say, we don't speak our truth, it builds up and builds up, and all of a sudden, rah, it comes out in a very aggressive, kind of like bam kind of way. Is finding that middle ground for your higher good, so that you feel heard, you feel seen, you feel understood. And if you're not understood, you open up a dialogue so that you can't be having that conversation, having that discussion, having that moment to address an issue that may be coming up. Hope that was helpful. I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be informed of further readings that come up like this, so that we can, one at a time, just iron out some more of those wrinkles from wherever we've been a bit creased up within ourselves. So for now, peace and love.